Welcome to Look Around the Confederation, where we will never, ever fix that intro. I'm your host for the evening, Moose. Before we get started, please remember the views and opinions expressed on this broadcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV. It's GEC, nor divisions, brigade, camps, or any other subsidiaries. How is everybody doing in Dixieland tonight? We have got a good bit of news, a lot of things to just kind of recover for events and stuff, and then we have how do I describe Miss Keitsa? A challenge for the ages. And now she can't talk or say anything because she can't defend herself because I put her in the behind the scenes mode. We have we have so many great employees at Beauvoir, and Miss Keitsa is like on an active duty to outshine every single one of them. And I mean that with all due respect to our great people at Beauvoir, because I couldn't do that job because I know what all entails that job. So, I give them all credit, and I had to talk good about Keitsa while she's behind the scenes, so she can't be like, no, I don't do anything. She's legit in charge of, I think, half of Beauvoir at this point. She does a lot of great things for us down there. She does a lot of good work for us, and she never complains. She is just amazing. She's sweet, and she deals with the ton of crap as a division we put on her sometimes. But we all know how that could be. But I love Miss Keitsa. She's kind of the main event for the evening tonight. She'll be on to talk about fall muster at Beauvoir. Of course, Beauvoir, the last home of President Jefferson Davis, the home of the Presidential Library Museum, that is owned and operated by the United Mississippi Division of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. Again, I don't think I've talked enough on here. That's being sarcastic about how much I love Beauvoir and how much it is just, historic and how it needs to be defended. And of course, guess what? Fall muster is our biggest fundraiser of the year, folks. And so it is a guaranteed main event status event. You're going to have a great time with the whole family. But again, I will let Miss Keitsa talk more about it when she comes on here in a minute. Before we get into the news, Cousin Vinny, do we have any other related news on the good old monument-destroying mayor? We'll cover that first if you have anything new. If not, just say no update, and we'll move on to the news. Let's see here. What all do we have this evening? Great question would be, who do we have on next week? And as the producer of the show, I should know this, but as many of you know, Look Around the Confederation is anything but simple. I think. Okay. All right. Next Thursday is Commander's Comments. We'll have our Commander-in-Chief, Jason Boshiers, on with our Chief of Heritage Operations, Mr. Ron Kennedy, to talk about an update. And then we'll also have our Chief of Heritage Operations on the third Thursday of this upcoming month to talk about the Confederate Legion. So we have a nice packed out October for you, as well as the 100th episode of SCV Chat with our special guest, Crazy Cooter. Ben Jones will be live October 17th, 7 p.m. Confederate Standard Time. And the week before that, we'll have Mr. Richard Garcia on to talk about Tahino Confederate veterans and everything in between there. So we got a great month in October coming up for you chat heads. We will say a quick player for the boys in the Florida division and all the Southern ladies. And I said it wrong again, Christian. Dagnabbit. I did that for you, Christian. I will say that. But we will say a quick prayer to the Florida division and just the state of Florida in general. We have, they've been hit pretty hard recently. And so let's please pray for the Southern gentlemen and the ladies down there and hope for them the best. And keep praying for them to get out of this, because I haven't remembered if I know I saw some pictures, and it's just it looks so bad, and I still remember Katrina. I was very young, but I remember it, and it destroyed Mississippi to the core. And so we get you, Florida. We wish you best in a speedy recovery, and if you need us, Mississippi will be here for you, as long as the rest of the South and this great organization. So okay, so no update. Christian is making fun of me for saying Tejano wrong. Uh, that's the joy of my life on here. Again, you guys need to blame Connor. I was made to be behind the scenes on this stuff, and all of a sudden, I'm a guy that's on the show twice a week. I cannot pronounce anything. Anybody that knows me knows I have a strict problem with pronunciation. I can't even say pronunciation right. That's how bad it is. And all of a sudden, I'm in charge of telling the news. Huh? And then I'm writing a book now. I don't know how that happened. The joys of being a young SCV member. All right. Let's see here. All right, we got some news. Getting ready for that. Any more comments? Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here, Christian. How well do you know sign language? If you're talking to me in middle school, I knew sign language very well. If you're talking to me now, I know how to tell you window and how to cuss in sign language. Again, I learned it in middle school. I was very proficient, and I was very what's the word I'm looking for? Well versed in sign language when I was in middle school. Now I know nothing. I have filled it up with Ole Miss garbage that will not even further my historical career. You and Candyman can't even pronounce my last name right. No, no, we can't. Oh, we really can't. We're sorry, Corey. It makes you feel better. I accidentally forgot someone I was related to's name before at a family reunion, and that just hurts you. You just looking at a family member that you've known all your life, and you're like, I don't know your name. I do have a pretty strong Mississippi accent, which helps me cover up if I mess up anything. I'd be like, no, I didn't. That was my accent. It bails me out of a lot of things. We have an update from the Alamo City Guards camp. And it's some great news to start off Hispanic Confederate Heritage Month here in the SDV. We are officially over $5,500 for the Tejano Confederate Monument, everybody. Let's give them boys a big round of applause. And of course, please check them out. Christian does a great show here on SCG Chat called ACG Chat, and he'll be happy to answer any questions. And of course, we do, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yes, we have a link chat where you can donate. Imagine that. I will also be posting it in the chat to make sure that everybody has it. Let's see here. All right. So the link is in the chat now. Again, please help this outstanding project. We're going to be pushing it hard here in October, of course, with it being Confederate Hispanic Heritage Month, being the month of October, that is. You know, we're going to be pushing it hard here. We have some great episodes lined up for you. I'm pretty sure I can con Christian into doing something else on the chat. You know, he does so much already, bless his heart. I'm just burying him. But that's part of being the SCV chat family, Christian, is you're told you're going to do like one thing, and then all of a sudden you're doing 15 things. Welcome to the family, my friend. Let me check. I think someone might have sent stars on. Give me a minute. My side monitor is down like always, so that's joyful. But yeah, I'll probably con Christian into coming on at some point to talk more about it. We also have a very nice episode with Richard Garcia coming up. And I also have an episode of Look Around that I'm finally almost done editing with Christian in it. And we can repost that up for a rerun Wednesday. I'll get it out eventually. It is a great episode where we talk about the monument. And Christian, of course, as always, does a fantastic job. 1 second. I'm trying to get this monitor up because, of course, it's not working. Oh, we got California in the chat. How are y'all this evening? I hope y'all are doing well and everything's going good. Um, I guess I could probably have picked up my phone faster and checked this. Yeah, I could have. All right, well, the more you learn. Good evening, Commander. How are you? All right, yes, you did send stars, so thank you, John. My monitor is dead as a hammer right now, so I cannot see when you guys send stars. So if you send stars, please tell me, and I will give you a shout out, of course. And again, thank you everybody who supports us via stars. Sooner or later, that will help me get a new computer because mine is just it's dying. Well, thank you, Zach. Zach's behind enemy lines over there in California. Bless his heart. Uh, I don't understand how y'all do it, but I have the utmost respect for y'all. Just like with cousin Vinny, man, being in like New Jersey and California right now, and being in the SCV, it's getting bad in Mississippi. Like, oh, if people come up, about like every other week, just be like threaten my job, and so I'm like, eh. And so for my future jobs, or tell me I won't get a job, but to be in California, oh, I couldn't imagine it. So my hats off to y'all. But let's go ahead and get in the news tonight, people. Got a bit of old stuff to cover with events and stuff like that before we get on into our special guest. We're going to call her the Great Kitsa while she's behind the scenes and can't defend herself. She is the Great Kitsa, and I could change her name to say that too. I can't hear her, but I could hear the "Don't you dare" and the finger pointing she gave me from behind the scenes when I said that. All right. The Captain J.J. Dickerson Camp 1387's Lee Jackson Southern Heritage Celebration will be on January 7th at 6 p.m. Saturday 2023. Its honored special guest speaker is none other than the Commander-in-Chief of the Sons of Confederate Veterans, Jason Boshears. So we've talked about this a couple times. If you can be for this event, you need to. First off, Lee Jackson events are just phenomenal. Florida division. This is in their home, the J.J. Dickerson camp. And so go out and support them if you can. Let's see here. Dress in at least semi-formal or period attire. The directions are on there. The poster that I'll post again after the show. So again, if you can go out there and support these people putting on these events, please do. I mean, it is so hard to put on an event. Matter of fact, I have my own event that I need to talk about. My camp. It'd be awesome if I could do that, couldn't it? let me enter that at. Let me get that ready. uh, it's been a day. It's been a day. I've been on the phone all day. My university is trying to drive me completely insane. Let's see here. Move that. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's better now. I hate double tasking. I'm not particularly good at it. All right, now we're getting that ready. Come to Knoxville, David. I would love to. Hopefully one day I'm blessed enough with financial establish to do that. And maybe I will be able to. You never know. But when y'all's event is coming close to David, please let me know so I can promote it here on the chat and know about it. Now that I've got my news up there, I'm ready to continue. But yeah, David, please let me know. Y'all sent letters to your officers to go. Wow. You, Corey, you got a response from your senator? Congratulations. Mine's ghosting me. They don't like me at all. And again, I have the link here ready for everybody. Remember, the naming commission, everybody. We need to keep the heat up on them. Do not let them get off of trying to take down a Confederate monument in Arlington Cemetery. We cannot let them get away with that. So keep blowing up your senator's email, and you can use, let's see here. I have it somewhere. our Lieutenant Commander in Chief sent it to me, the link. And I have it on my phone. Yeah, I'll just do it on my phone. And I'll post the link in the chat. That way everybody can have it. Let's see here. So yes, please send out your links to the people in the naming commission. Send out these emails to the people in the naming commission. I have the link right here. There it is. Oh, that's the wrong link. There it is. All right. Copy link. And I will post it in the chat real quick. Yeah, who else is excited for SCV Chat 100, people? I mean, come on. We have Crazy Cooter coming on. How awesome is that? It's a dream of mine come true. All right, link is in the chat for to contact your senators. And of course, you can send one email to the naming commission themselves. Now, again, please remember to be Southern gentlemen and ladies about this. Do not cuss them out. Be respectful, but be firm on your position. Again, if we act like idiots, they're not going to do anything anyway. I mean, they're just going to delete it. But if you come to them from a respectful side, first off, is how our ancestors want to fight this, and first off, and more importantly, you get to stay that we had the high ground, because the North couldn't say that about the war between the states now, could they? But moving on from that, yeah, there's the link is in the chat to send it out. This is not just an SEV thing. Send it out to everyone. Everyone. And let's blow up these emails, people. All right. A quick reminder about the Gainesville volunteer stamps. They're $5. Helps out a great camp. And, of course, you get these cool, final Confederate Veterans or Union stamp. It is a beautiful stamp. I have one. It looks phenomenal. And, of course, you can contact them via the Gainesville Volunteers Facebook page. Again, great stamps. And you get to help out at SCV camp for $5, and you get a piece of history. So please, if you will, go support them. Ben Jones is awesome. I loved his lecture on the Abbeville Institute. I love the Abbeville Institute, and I've never seen that Ben Jones clip. So guess what I'm doing tonight? Because I'm a history nerd. I'm going to be watching Ben Jones on the Abbeville Institute. What are you talking about, Christian? All right, Tom. Well, there's a good example of, sometimes the link won't work. Hopefully we have it fixed now. But don't just be like, oh, well, the link don't work. Yeah, a link is the link, and what we have set up there for you is very easy to use. It makes your own email. It completes a lot of steps very easily. But do what Tom did here. Tom went out and just because the link didn't work one day, Tom called and messages his senators. Do that. Don't just email them. We have to keep the pressure on people. That's part of the game. These politicians only know one thing, sadly. All right. Morgan on the Rim Civil War reenactment will be October 28th, the 29th, and the 30th in Tennessee. Friday is a school day, free for all students from 1 to 4:30. On Saturday and Sunday, there will be demonstrations of cavalry, infantry, and artillery from 10 to 12, and a skirmish Saturday and Sunday at 1:30 p.m. You can enjoy food and all kinds of activities, including period photography, talking with soldiers and civilians, seeing and handling the equipment going out to settlers. Now, I don't know. I haven't had an update from them, but I believe they are still looking for a General Robert E. Lee reenactor for this event. This event is located 30 miles north of Nashville, Tennessee. So if you are in this region, period, please go out and support them first off. And second off, if you are a General Robert E. Lee reenactor and have nothing to do for that weekend, and you are around the Nashville, Tennessee area, please go out and support this event. You can contact them. I'll again be posting the poster on Facebook after this, so you can so you can get all the information. I drew a blank. Oh, hey Jack, would you say can you put up my poster for stamp cards? I did. Or you want me to put up a picture of the stamp itself? Because when I get home, I can put that on the social media page if you want. Just get back to me on that real quick, Jack. Mr. Ross says there is a SCVMC Gator Run this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you can support that, please support that. Okay, Jack, will do. Now, I did just I just did get done covering the y'all's stamps, and we'll post on here afterwards. And of course, I'll also post a picture of the stamp because the stamp looks really cool, people. And again, it's only $5. I mean, I ain't got no money. The University of Mississippi has all my money, and it's not even my money; it's my dad's money. So if I'm able to get $5, I think almost anybody here can. Again, you have this cool stamp; it's awesome. It's a piece of history. So please go support the Gainesville Volunteers if you can. Uh, Connor just like I love GCB. He sends me a message knowing I'm live on air, and it throws me off, and he knows what he's doing. Let's see here. All right, we're almost done for the news of the day, and we will get into our main event speaker, the woman of the hour, the woman with the power. I'm doing this just to see her head shake behind the screen. She is enjoying it. Annual Civil War in reenactment and living history weekend, October 1st and the 2nd. It will be in Virginia. It opens at 9 a.m. It's free parking. Admission is $8 a person. 12 and under is free. Food and special vendors. You can meet Civil War generals, enjoy ladies' tea, Saturday night dance, Civil War settlers, Sunday morning church service, battle skirmishes on Saturday and Sunday, and a live band. So if you are in this Virginia area when this is happening, please go out and support them. Actually, happening this weekend. So please go out and support them if you can. Jason, it is good to see you in the chat. Mr. Allen, good to see you, sir. But yes, if you can support them, please go support them. All right. We are rolling now. All right. Old Jude and his camp. The General William J. Hardy Camp, 1397, on October 8th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. will be hosting a bluegrass concert on their property at historic New Hope Church. It is $10 admission. Children 12 and under are free. Let's see here. Of course, this all goes to helping that great group of men out there. They're trying to put up a monument or two. I mean, that is an ambitious goal, and I know they can do it. And so, if you want to help and be a part of history, please go out there and help support Jude and them. Kenneth, we completely understand the hurricane is kind of going to throw everybody off whack. Please be safe. We are praying for you. And stay safe, brother. And that goes for all our SCV members. And please remember, and we'll be posting about this probably again tomorrow, but the SCV has a relief fund and ways to help people in our organization that have been hurt and stuff like this. So if you can, please donate to it. And if you need it after this hurricane, please contact the SCV. I'll probably put up a quick message on that tomorrow. Just to make sure I have all my ducks in a row and I have better information for y'all. All right, I get to put Don on the screen now. All right, let's see. Where's your message? All right, Don Green, the commander of the Shieldsboro Rifle Camp, 2263, wanted to say a big thanks to all who came out to help with cutting, splitting, and stacking wood at Beauvoir today for fall muster. Oh, what about that? We're about to talk about that. He said that we ran 3 splinters up till noon, and then 2 after making a short work of the pile. They stacked and they went after it, and apparently they worked until they ran out of grass, which is crazily impressive. Um, they did a lot of great job. Their next work day will be Saturday, October 1st. So if you can go help Beauvoir out on that day, please do. I wish I could be there. Dead gum responsibilities. You know how that is. Mr. Ricky, thank you for the update. That Jeb Stewart reenactment that I was just talking about has been rescheduled till next weekend. Mr. Ricky, is there any way I could get in touch with somebody for updated news on that and pictures from that event? Because I've been trying to reach out and I haven't been able to get anybody. So if you could help me out with that, Mr. Ricky, that'd be awesome. And please remember that has been rescheduled. All right. Oh, well, the Samuel H. Poe Camp, number 255, out of Wayne County, Mississippi, will be hosting a turkey shooting fundraiser event October 8th, Saturday. We will start at 8 a.m. and end at noon. All cash prizes. A winner after every 10 shots are fired is $5 a shot, or 5 shots for $20. Ammunition will be provided. A tie will be broken by additional shots at no cost. Prize is $20 per round. If you have any questions, you can contact us at 601-687-9946 or contact my camp's email address, or you can contact me because this is my camp putting on this event. So again, if you want to see just a random moose work behind a table, collect money, and give out money, and then shoot, then you realize how blind he is sometimes when he first starts off shooting. But then my aim does get better a little bit later on. Got to get the morning crud out of my eye first. So come out and support us for our turkey shoot event. Helps us pay for a scholarship that we give to a local high school, and of course is part of helping us with our flag restoration project, which we can talk more about in our episode of Look Around the Confederation. I think that is all the news. GCB, they haven't delivered it yet. So sadly, it is not at the house yet. When I left, it was not at the house. I stayed at the house all day. I have not seen it yet. I'll go ahead and put this up for you, Mr. Ross. The Gator Run will be in Springfield, Louisiana. And you can contact that number for more information. Big Papa and Jason are talking behind the screen. Oh, well, look at that pretty flyer. I did not make that. My father did, with our camp logo. It looks lovely, doesn't it? All right. I think that is all the news. So we are about to hit a commercial break. My father said he got a notification. Man, I'm live. I can't just run home. But I'll send you a picture of it when I get home. How about that, GCB? I'll go straight home. I'll even make a deal with you. I'll go straight home after this and go see the sword. It's their fault. They said between 1 and 5. I left that house at 6. So that's their fault. All right, so let me get into the news real quick. Or not the news. I'm going to a brain fart. Let me hit up one of our sponsors. Remember that tonight's episode is brought to us by Southern Flags and Quilts. Southern Flags and Quilts are a Southern-based flag shop in Alabama. They have done some great work for us here at SCV Chat, which we'll be showing off to you shortly. And they have done some great works and flags throughout the board. Just to show you how good they are at their job, here is just a few pictures of the great work they've done. All of this, they take extra links to make sure it's historically accurate. They can also make flags, for example, like these, personalized for the Metcalf, camp, or maybe an SCV Chat. So they work hard. I mean, all these are beautiful. Here's one of my favorite. Of course, I think that's one of the most beautiful flags I'll ever see. I love it. That one warms my heart, like Carl would say. But outstanding work. They have numerous recommendations, one even from the Commander in Chief, Jason Boshears himself, who says they have done some great work. And again, you're not supporting some Yankee. You're not supporting someone that doesn't live in America, that doesn't even know what this is, overseas, just making this for a quick buck. You're supporting a Southerner in the great state of Alabama. I'll say that to my fans there in Alabama. And you're supporting someone that believes in the same stuff we do, people. So please go support Southern Flags and Quilts. Their link is in the chat. And they are the sponsor for tonight's episode. And Jude, you would have to contact them, buddy. I do not know that. Yes, we do support more people like us, Jude. I 100% agree with you. Now, we're going to hit a quick Pop-Tart break, and we will be back with the great, the powerful, the Keetsa. And we'll be talking about Beauvoir, Muster, and just the great event that is, and of course, the great home that is. Their efforts to keep history alive over at Beauvoir. So we'll be right back after this Pop-Tart break.
My dad told me he always had a kinship to the battle flag. Always growing up, he knew there was something there, but he couldn't put it together. I called my 97-year-old grandmother, and I asked her, do we have any soldiers in the family? I gave her 3 descriptions. Verde, which means green, for modern-day soldier. Blue, azul, or gris, means gray. And she said, mijo, which means my son in Spanish, is gris. It was gray. My great-great-grandfather was named Andres Torres Rodriguez. He was born in Mexico. He was a laborer. And he was in 8th Texas Infantry. And his unit later on got incorporated to the Texas 33rd Cavalry under Santos Benavides, who was the highest Mexican-American Confederate officer. He was a colonel. There was over 13,000 Hispanic soldiers throughout the Confederate States. But out of those 13,000 were 2,500 Tejanos. And it's 2 words combined. Texas in Spanish is Tejas. Mexican in Spanish, Mexicano. You combine both words, Tejano. They contributed a lot for Southern independence. I think that they deserve respect, honor, and dignity under the Confederate flag that they fought for. There was people of color, Mexican people, and other Hispanics, and other people of color that fought in this war. Everyone's reason was different, but primarily they fought in this war for their independence and to protect their homeland. I joined the SCV because I'm extremely proud of my Confederate heritage. I have Confederate DNA. I just want to ensure that the present generation and future generations know and never forget the contributions of Hispanics in the War of Northern Aggression. I am Richard Luna Garcia, the great-great-grandson of Private Andres Torres Rodriguez, a Tejano Confederate soldier.
Born when she passed away.
All right, we are live back. We have Keetsa on. I did not give her any warning, so you're welcome, Keetsa. Yes, go follow Southern Flags and Quilts on Facebook. And of course, here is our special guest of the evening, Keetsa. She has worked at Beauvoir for a long time, 8 years. She is probably she's kind of in charge of all of our events. Yeah. She basically does a lot of our events down there, making sure that Beauvoir looks fantastic anytime we do anything. She has a heck of a job ahead of her some days, so let's all give her a round of applause and hear what she has to say about fall muster.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I'm really looking forward to this year. This is 36. I'm very excited. My reenactors, or living historians, like I like to call them, have done some rearranging in the battlefield. They've given you more room for battling, which is really, really great. We will have that running water, porta potties, everything that y'all are going to need. We're very excited to have the 5th Alabama Regimental Band. They'll be able to partake on Saturday and the ball on Saturday night. Unfortunately, they won't be there Sunday. They are going to be traveling home at night because they promised us they would come this year, and they're trying to fulfill that promise. So we're very excited that they're going to be here. And then just the regular stuff. We'll have some modern vendors for you. We'll have sutlers. We'll have Top Hat. And I can't think of the other guy. He's probably going to kill me now that I said that. Rum Creek. There we go. We'll also have vendors for ladies as well. We'll have School of the Soldier for the kids. And just a genuine, excellent event scheduled. And of course, don't forget our infamous ladies' tea. Shay Redmond has done an excellent job. Last year, we had right at 98 ladies attend our ladies' tea. About baseball, which is a record for us. So we anticipate over 100 ladies, and it has become quite the popular event. We have opened it up to the public, and I think that's why our attendance is so well. And we're very excited to have Miss Donna is coming. Miss Donna is the lady will do the presentation of the man who built Stone Mountain. So that's exciting. Oh yeah, she does an excellent presentation, and we're very excited to have her. So just come and visit. Come and see us. We got things going on.
Yeah, and like I've been telling people all month, this is Beauvoir's biggest event of the year,
Yes.
and I mean you can tell because y'all go all out for it. Y'all, I mean, do a lot of things, do a lot of business. Beauvoir has their board meeting on Fall Muster, so a lot of business gets conducted there, and of course, just a great time in general. Uh, I fell in love with it last year. I'm ashamed to say, for someone who loves Beauvoir as much as I did, and someone who used to reenact when he was younger, I never attended Fall Muster.
Oh
And
wow.
I'd always been at Beauvoir. Always have loved Beauvoir. My father's been taking me to Beauvoir since I was a kid, but I never knew about the biggest event y'all had of the year. And it is just, let me tell you, everybody, if you're going as a spectator, if you're going as a reenactor, if you're going in any capacity, it is amazing. And of course, you get to see the property, our beautiful property there at Biloxi. I mean, it is just fantastic. And go ahead.
Yeah. And if you have a camp and you want to register, just go to our website, visit beauvoir.org, click on the Fall Muster event in events, and download or fill out the registration form. Daryl Ladner checks that computer every couple days to make sure. I do have to stress that you have to register in order to have that free admission. You have to be in period dress, and you have to have your piece of colored fabric. Now, some folks have gotten a little testy with us, but like Moose said, this is a big fundraiser for Beauvoir. If you are not a registered living historian and you do not have your fabric, I'm sorry. If you're not a Mississippi Division member, you're going to have to pay to get in. That's just life. Mississippi Division members, you show your card and you get in for free. That is you. I'm sorry to say it is not your family. So, but we do not raise our admission price. It's general admission, $12.50 for adults, $10 for seniors. And this is probably one of the only places that children from the age of 6 to 18 get in for $7.50. Yeah. And 5 and under are free. And not only do you get the biggest fundraiser of the year for Beauvoir, but you also get the Beauvoir property. So the house is open, the library museum is open, and then of course everything going on in the back. So it's a great public and family event. Tell your friends.
Yes, please do. I mean, I can't stress to you enough, everybody. I mean, I just had a ball. I'm camping out this year. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. Sadly, I won't be there for the school day. I know how much y'all would want all hands on deck for that one.
Well, technically, we have not had a school day since 2019 because of COVID.
Yeah, COVID.
And believe it or not, the Mississippi schools are really kind of not back into field trips. But Mr. Collins, he's bringing 60 students. And then I approached several teachers, but I've only had one other teacher get back with me. So she's bringing 60. So in my whole entire 8 years of fall muster, this will be the smallest school day we have ever had. But we're going to give those kids a great time, just as if it were the regular 1,100 that we used to come before COVID. So I'm very excited about that. So hopefully, the more. But also, so you guys know, we have a lot of homeschool kids. And probably since all this stuff going on with schools today, we have a ton of homeschool kids. So we as a property has continued or extended the field trip price to all our homeschool kids. So what that does is one parent is considered a teacher and they are free. The other parent is considered a chaperone, and each student is $5, and still with children 5 and under are free. So those of you who are out there, if you have some homeschool communities, just have them email me and I will send them the form. And my email is very simple, kstevens@beauvoir.org. And then that way the only requirement that I have is they must pre-register and they have to pay in one lump sum. We're just actually really too busy from our cashiers to ring one $5 student up at a time. And we have opened up Saturday and Sunday to homeschool kids. So they get that full benefit of the fall muster with the battle and the whole 9 yards. Also, too, I have a plea going out for you guys. If you could, we do a memorial service on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. And we have church. If you have anybody or any member that has passed from October last year till this fall muster, please email me with their names and they will be listed on our program and they will be mentioned in our memorial service. This is something that we started about 2 years ago, and it's just a way for us to remember all those members who support our cause, who have a genuine love for the South. And even if it is your mother or your father and they supported you, we want to remember them at this service. So go ahead and email me that person's name so that they can be listed and mentioned in our memorial service.
Yeah, people, please do that. Again, fall muster is just fantastic. And this will actually be my first church service. I don't think I was able to stay for Sunday last year. So I'll be very happy to do that. And again, please do that. We got to remember the people that have fought beside us in this war to save our heritage. And of course, just the people in our lives that have supported the South, supported Beauvoir, supported anything Confederate. Please do that. And of course, if you can support Beauvoir for fall muster, please come. And if you got, I'm going to mess with Jude for a minute. Please note the email I sent in the chat. That was wrong. Let me delete that. I put .com instead of .org. Funny thing is like I know y'all's email website by heart. So you would think when I was typing .com, I would be sitting there like, I don't know if that's right.
Well, so I also put my email in the chat as well. kstevens@beauvoir.org.
Perfect. So please go support them. Website, of course, scrolling on the screen. The website's in the chat. Miss Keitsa's emails in the chat. So again, if you have anybody that's passed, send her an email. If you can support this event, please come. If you have kids that you would like them to be exposed to this stuff, true history. And of course, it's not just true history you're teaching them. You're bringing them for a great time. I mean, not only have I been brought to Beauvoir since I was a kid, what I do?
I did it too. I put .com and it's .org.
We've been working there for 8 years.
Hey, what can I tell you?
It's been a long day.
So it's not .com, ladies and gentlemen. If there's any ladies out there, it's .org. I do apologize.
There it is.
It's your fault, Moose.
Yeah, it really is. If something happens wrong in the chat, just blame Moose. If I could make that a T-shirt and sell it, I would. But yes, .org. And of course, if you can take kids, take them, because I remember my first experience as a kid at Beauvoir, and it wasn't at Fall Muster. It was just a regular trip there. I've been in love with the property ever since. All my friends still occasionally go visit Beauvoir. And that's just because we took them when they were kids and they love the property and they love the history. So not only is it a teaching experience, now Fall Muster, which is like Beauvoir on steroids, basically. And they will absolutely love it. It's for the whole family. You're not just sitting there watching your kids run around playing dirt and you're sitting there like, oh, I could be at home right now. No, you're having a great time. Trust me. I have been a spectator at this event. I have been a reenactor at this event. I have been everything in between almost, except for working Keach's position, which I will never, ever do for this event. It is just a fantastic event. Please come out and support it. I think Miss Keitsa has something else to say on it.
Yeah, I do. Also, too, so those of you that don't know, this can also be a fundraiser for your camp. We have UDC camps, OCR camps, SCV camps that come and set up tables. Not that we want you to come and bring a whole bunch of stuff, but, to get your message out there. It's a great place for recruiting. It's a great place for letting people know what we or you as an organization do. Believe it or not, still in 2022, we have a bad rap. And this is the perfect opportunity to educate the public that attends this event. You come and you can tell them what your camp does. Bring your scrapbook. Show them that we're just regular folks, just like they are. But we have a common cause that we are fighting for, that we are very passionate about. So come. All you got to do is send me an email. I'll send you the form. The form is strictly for spot placement. It's no charge for you to come. I don't charge any of my SCV camps, OCRs, UCDs, anybody, those folks. We're all considered nonprofit. Come, bring your scrapbooks. Let the folks know that, we support wounded warriors. We support college, scholarships. We support our communities. The rank and grades do wondrous, wondrous things, and people don't know. They really don't know. So this is a great avenue for you to promote Southern history and heritage. We're not just a bunch of redneck crazy people. We're doctors, lawyers, mechanics, teachers, students. And to promote us in that light, positive light, is what we need to do. So if you want your camp to come and let folks know about you, just let me know. And I'll gift you a spot and we'll educate the world. We have 2 days. Come on.
Yes, so please, people, get on top of this. Let's get all this out there. We are going to take a smidge of a break to talk about our last sponsor of the evening. Let me get it ready. No, it always takes me a minute. All right, our last sponsor for the evening is our past Commander-in-Chief, Larry McClooney Jr. Of course, you can go get his wonderful books at www.larrymcclooney.com, and you can see the great books of In General Beauregard's Defense, where our past Commander-in-Chief spends a book like a court case. It is woven and worded to perfection. It is a work of art. I love the book. Funny enough, I have a copy of it I have for SCV Chat, but I do not own the book, so I will have to go out and buy the book. But it is a fantastic book, a fantastic read. And again, General Beauregard has been, attacked and discredited and blasphemed, really. Not blasphemed. What is the term I'm looking for? Slandered. I don't know where blasphemy came from. slandered, and all the way back since after the war. So he's probably one of our poor generals that have just been attacked and slandered by media, news, and everybody in between those crazy circles that attack our beloved hero. And so this book defends him. And of course, our past commander in chief, Larry McClooney, has a great book on Vicksburg. It's one of the first books I bought in college. It is probably the most historically accurate book I have gotten while at college. Everything else has just been down the drain, unless it's been a gift from like Dr. Mitchum and his wonderful book. And then also you have the Yazoo Pass Expedition, which to my knowledge is one of the only books on the Yazoo Pass Expedition, and it's written by a past commander-in-chief of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. So please, if you can go out and support, please go out and get one of our past commander-in-chief, Larry McClooney's books at www.larrymcclooney.com. Trust me, they are worth it. All right, so we can go back to our scheduled program now. I'm sure Miss Keatsa has a one more thing or two she wants to talk about. Does Beauvoir have any other events coming up? Because that's the thing, folks. Beauvoir does a lot of stuff. And so maybe Miss Keatsa could shine some light on a bit of those.
So we do all our Confederate related events. We have Confederate Flag Day in March. In April, we have Confederate Memorial Day. In June, we have Jefferson Davis's birthday. In July, we have our car show. We also have in February, and this one is near and dear and true to my heart, the pilgrimage to the unknown soldier. For those of you who do not know, our unknown soldier in our Beauvoir Cemetery is the only unknown Confederate soldier in the world. I'm not just talking Mississippi, I'm talking the entire world that receives the pilgrimage. He is also the only Confederate soldier in the world that has received the Grand Declaration of Chivalry. This event is sponsored by the Independent Order of Oddfellows. That is the organization that does the pilgrimage to the unknown soldier in Arlington, Virginia. They do ours. If you don't support any event, this is the one you should support. We have a wreath laying ceremony that we do, and I do have to tell you that the wreaths, to participate in the pilgrimage, it costs $60 to place a wreath. We don't place our own wreaths because this is not our program. It is the Oddfellows program. They have certain rules, regulations, color code, and what that they have to stick with. On Friday night before the pilgrimage, they have a banquet. It's a wonderful, wonderful event that everyone should attend because he's the only one in the whole entire world. So that happens in February. So we have February, March, April, and then June and July, our car show. And of course, in October, we have Fall Muster. We also have our Halloween event, which is our Cemetery Tales. We do Christmas in Camp, which has turned out to be wonderful, wonderful event for our local people. The first Christmas in Camp we ever did, we had 60 people show up.
Wow.
60. And it has increased just tenfold from there. Last year, we had right at 600 people attend Christmas in Camp. So just, these are things. And these are all Confederate related events. These have to do with your Southern history and heritage. This has to do with educating the people on what we are and who we are. We are just regular people, but we do have a love and a passion for that Southern history and heritage, and we try to portray that in every Confederate related event that we do. So if you're not on our Facebook page, get on it. Get on the Facebook page. There's posts that come every day. We reach on our Facebook page 20,000 people a day. Okay, that's a lot of people. So that's a great avenue. And if you have things that your camp's doing and you want people to know, people, like-minded people that have the same, love for this history and heritage, email it to me. I don't have a problem posting it on our Facebook page. That's the best avenue for us to get out there to the world. We have people that follow us in Canada, Brazil, Switzerland, and this one really kind of just gets me every now and then when I think about it. China, Japan, Australia. So we reach the world. So, and I'm more than willing to do whatever we need to do to get that word out there. So email me your flyers for your events and that kind of stuff, and we'll post it on the page. We do not have a problem doing that.
Well, thank you, Miss Keats.
That's all I got.
Well, everybody,
that's all I got.
Let's please thank Miss Keats for coming on. Tell her she did a fantastic job, because she did. I think I'm gonna put a comment from a past commander quick, but he wanted
Thank you, Mr. Chuck,
for everything, for all you do, because I mean, Keitsa, the people at Beauvoir, oh my gosh, do so much work. It's crazy. Again, if you can support them, especially for this event, please do. The pilgrimage, Jeff Davis's birthday, and remember, people, the Confederate States of America had one president, and we as an organization have his home. Beauvoir, the last home of Jefferson Davis, the home of the Presidential Library, the home of the museum. First off, do you know if anybody else would have Jefferson Davis's Presidential Library? Because I don't. So again, and they keep the history alive. And I mean, they work hard, people, because I mean, that salt air and all that stuff, it seems like something's always happened to need fixing, and historical preservation, restoration. I mean, it takes a lot, and it takes a lot of hard work. And so please, if you can support Beauvoir in any way you can, please do. Let's all thank Miss Keitsa for coming on. She did an outstanding job. I cannot wait to see her when I hoodwink her on in a future event for Beauvoir. Again, Beauvoir is a special place for me. Not only is it in my brigade's backyard, not only is it in my division, but I just love it. It's just beautiful. Stuff like that gets to me. I don't know why. I guess I got that one from my father. I can blame him for that. So please support Beauvoir if you can. And remember, if you have a camper division project you would like to talk about live on Look Around the Confederation, you can email me at scvyouthoutreach@gmail.com. And also remember, send your pictures, short videos, write-ups, and news to scvyouthoutreach@gmail.com, and you will be featured on the upcoming episode of Look Around the Confederation. I've been your host for the evening, Moose. Please tune in to us Monday, same Confederate channel, same Confederate time at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for your weekly episode of SCV Chat. And then next Thursday, we will have Commander Comments when we have our current Commander-in-Chief, Jason Bosears, and our Chief of Heritage Operations, Mr. Ron Kennedy, talk about news for our national organization. So, people, we have a great lineup of stuff coming to you this next week. If you can, please go visit Beauvoir. Please go support him for fall muster. And like Mr. Ross says, please go recruit for our great organization. And remember, everybody. Oh, wait. Yeah. Almost forgot something. For our 100th episode, October 17th, we'll have Ben Jones live on SCV 100. It's going to be the biggest event in SCV Chat history. So be a part of history and watch us live. Without further ado, everybody, that has been Look Around the Confederation. And remember, stay Southern, my friends. Good night, everybody.